I think I got my swagger back. The Bengals offense finally erupts. Joe Burrow looks like he's back. We've got plenty to talk about coming up here on Blue Collar Bengals. Are we back? I think we might be back.
We're back. We're back, Drew.
The Bengals are back. Ron's back. Joe Burrow's back. Everybody is back. It is a Victory Monday celebration show. Only the second time in the history of this stupid program have we been able to come on here and celebrate a win. So, I am flying on the highest point of the mountain. I'm up there. Burrow's moving. Burrow's throwing bombs. Things are going good. How are you feeling in the secret location that you're in, watching the game on some weird ass time schedule?
Oh my God, dude! I was tired today. I'll be honest. The game kicked off around 11:15 ish. Didn't end until 2 a.m. where I'm at. But I stayed up, watched the whole damn thing, and I gotta say, you're right. We are back, baby. Holy crap!
What's up to everybody in the chat? I got to go when Andrew Gordon says bingo is coming to you live from witness protection, undisclosed location. I don't know who he's running from, who he's hiding from, but we don't know where he's
Oh,
at.
I wish it were that simple, but however, holy crap, man! Our quarterback back. Our wide receiver one, back. Our running back, back. Our defensive end and killer, back. Our DBs, back.
Back. Let's go.
What a fun game to watch, dude. What are your initial thoughts coming to that one?
Dude, so that first touchdown from Burrow to Chase, where Burrow drops back, he gets pressured, he buys time, he moves, he evades, he steps up, he throws the strike to Chase. I looked over at Victoria during the game and I said, he might be back. She's like, oh, he's back. I'm like, no, I don't know, but he might be back.
Yeah.
And then, dude, it was the kind of game that the Bengals needed. And everybody's like, oh, well, it's the Cardinals. They were 1-3. It was like, guess what, motherfucker? We were 1-3 too. So
Yeah. I don't care.
We needed it.
Invalid argument. NFL
Yeah.
team not good. Shut up. We won. We kicked their ass. It was a great game. Stop it. Nonsense.
And the flow of the game went very well for the Bengals because so they get the ball first, they drive down, they get the touchdown, everybody's vibes are feeling high. They stop them on the very next drive, go down, get a field goal. So now you're already ahead 10 points. And that's what the Bengals haven't had a chance to do this year was play from ahead. So you get a 10-point lead. Now, issues with the run defense, I think that we'll get into. But the game is completely different when you're not playing catch up and you're playing with a lead. You're able to run the ball a little bit more. You're able to, you're able to get after their quarterback a little bit more. And yeah, Joe needed the confidence boost for sure. I think that's absolutely true. I think he was very, very fired up. He was laser focused. Trenton Irwin said that he was on killer mode from the get go. We saw his comments leading up to the game that it was definitely a must win, and he played as such.
He is back to being the Joe Burrow we all know and love. You heard Mark Sanchez and the other guy in the booth all game. Every throw he made, that is from the Joe Burrow we know and love. I know the calf is there, but that throw, that's the Joe Burrow from last year. And it just, the way he was rambling, scrambling, moving, getting the ball out. I mean, dude, how many, I don't like that he's getting pressured, right? Neither of us like that. But how many times did he get pressured and he just made something out of nothing, dude? That run up the middle.
There's even one where he took a hit and his head bounced off the turf. And I'm like, oh shit, his head bounced off the turf. Yeah. But then I'm like, okay, he's up, he's fine. And he was fighting away from that sack. He was fighting. Yeah. He didn't just go down. He was moving. He was trying to get out of it. And that's the Burrow that we see. And we've got a comment from Cincy Jake. Joe Burrow is a Trenton Irwin merchant. Yeah. So yeah, the Burrow merchant comments are even going to come back because Burrow's going to start balling again, and they're going to start trying to
Yeah,
figure out who's to
yeah,
actually credit it because God forbid the internet give Joe Burrow credit.
yeah. And he's
So
just uninjured.
yeah, he's just back, and he had the. I said he had the Jordan 1 cleats on before the game, and the shoe community came through to make sure that I knew that I was an idiot because those were not Jordan 1s. Apparently, they were
Oh,
Panda Dunks, and
oh.
I guess I should know that because I own a pair of Panda Dunks that are black and white and black,
Is
just
that
like the cleats he wore.
is that the black and white ones people hate on? Because like it's like everybody's got it. I'm not a shoe guy. Those look cool.
I I'm not really a shoe guy. I have a lot of shoes, but I'm not like I got to go get this shoe because it's this model
Yeah,
or whatever. I'm just like those look cool. I'll buy them. I thought these Panda Dunks were hard to get when I first got them because I had to like join
really.
when they first came out. But so me and Joe Burrow kind of have the same shoes. So
Yeah,
take
wins.
that for what you will.
Yeah. Oh
Is
yeah.
Burrow inspired by my fashion sense? It's very possible.
Pause.
Um, but he was back. Cleats, cap, whatever you want to call it. He was back. And I think it's a good time to get into the box score breakdown because this is going to be a fun one. So let's go to Joe Burrow first and foremost. It was shisty outside. All right. 36 of 46, 317 yards, an average of 6.9 yards per completion, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. I don't really put that too much on him. Trenton Irwin fell down on the route. He was sacked 3 times for negative 30 yards. He finishes with a QBR of 65.2 and a rating of 101.8. And as I'm reading that stat, I get a text from my father who must be watching. He says, "You got too many shoes." Shout out to you, Dad. I think it's hilarious that he texts me that because he doesn't know how to comment on YouTube. So Burrow is back, ladies and gentlemen, and it felt great. And
He's
we
back.
got,
What did Trent Irwin say? He's a killer, dude.
what is
He's a
this?
killer, baby. This is it. Joe Burrow's back. He's gonna kill him the rest of the season because his calf is not bugging him anymore. Throw the shiesty mask on. Get ready because he's coming to a stadium near you and he's gonna embarrass you every other week, baby. He's back, man. He's a killer. Let me take this off. It is too hot where I'm at, but dude, he's a killer. Look at that stat line. That is Joe Burrow last year, 2 years ago. Unbelievable. That's
I
it.
brought you
That's all
full
I gotta
screen.
say. Don't
There
make
you
me
go.
mad. That's all I gotta say. He's huge.
You
He's back.
you did you did not tell me this mask was coming out, dude.
No,
You
I did it. I forgot.
we,
I forgot I had it, and I saw it out of the corner of my eye, and I was like, I'm gonna throw that on. But you're right. That stat line, it's incredible. It's incredible. A lot of it, man. Jamar Chase catching the ball from him, unbelievable. Irwin, I know we're gonna get into this. Do you have the next box score up there?
yeah. I was gonna get to a couple comments here real quick
Go
though.
go go for the comments. But yeah,
BJ McKinney, my dog, got me into the Ellie De La Cruz cycle game back in the
yeah,
day. We got to watch that. Not back in the day, a few months ago. That first run up the middle got me up and out of my seat. Yeah, dude. And when I saw
unbelievable.
him run and scramble and get that first down, I'm like, oh shit, he's back.
Killer, killer's mentality, dude.
Absolutely. Nick Fout, sorry if I mispronounced that. If Drew has a pair of the shoes that Burrow was wearing from the flight, then I'm buying that. Kid Cudi has not sent me any shoes, unfortunately.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
so, and Nick also says that you took the mask off and it didn't even mess up your hair.
Yeah, dude, it's the cross-eyed
It's
bear.
impressive.
It sucks. It's just nice hair. It is what it is.
Victoria said, you packed it just for this, just in case it got real shiesty outside.
Yeah, that's it.
Um, moving on to the box score recap, let's talk about the guys that Burrow was throwing the ball all over the field to. We're going to pull up the numbers. And of course,
I mean,
Jamar Chase,
look at this. Jamar
franchise
Chase,
record.
15 receptions, 192 yards, averaging 12.4 with 3 touchdowns, and that 63-yard bomb. Unbelievable. Trenton Irwin getting in the game, 8 receptions, 60 yards. Boyd had some pretty catches, some beautiful catches there. One of them squeaked out of him, got outside, and luckily went out of bounds. But 6 receptions for 39 yards. Mixon got in there. I really was hoping to see some more Yoshi. 1 reception, 9 yards. I still debate whether or not that was a catch or not. Who knows? I don't know. And then when they said Kwame Lassiter's name over the loudspeaker and I heard it on my phone, I thought I was in some sort of tired haze. But one reception, 2 yards, man. What do you think about these receivers?
Well, I think that the Lassiter thing was really, really cool because his late
Mm-hmm.
father
Yep.
played, I think, 95 to 02, had 25 picks for the Cardinals. And Zach
Yep.
Taylor said after the game that he even had a 4 interception game. So getting him on the field as a captain was cool. Getting him on the field and getting him a catch was very, very cool. So good move by Zach Taylor. Um, I when I bring this back up and look at these numbers, man, I expected a little bit more out of Boyd with Higgins
Sure.
out, but it was Trenton Irwin, man. I mean, 6 catches. I think that was just I should have put that on the parlay that I lost by one fucking leg. But he bought out, man. He was so close to that flea flicker touchdown, kind of like he had
Oh
last
my
year against
God.
Cleveland.
Yeah.
Um, and but I mean, the man of the hour, always open, 7-Eleven, Jamar
Yep.
Chase. I mean, dude, just I put up the route tree on Twitter from week
Yep.
4 to week 5, and people started shitting on me because it's not that good. Blah blah blah, whatever. I don't give a shit. Okay, I get it. I've saying here all the time. I'm not a graph guy, a chart guy. I saw it. I thought it was cool. But the fact of the matter is, they moved Jamar Chase around. They were
Yep.
creative with Jamar Chase. They found ways to get Jamar Chase open, and that's what we have all been dying to see. So I absolutely loved that. And then
Yeah.
when you look at what else have we all been asking for? Um,
I say
I
something.
clicked
I
the
want to
wrong
say
button.
something about Chase real quick.
Say it.
Chase had the 15 receptions. He had the 3 touchdowns, and he had the 195 yards. I mean, flirting with 200, incredible. But my favorite part of his stat line is that average depth of target at 12.4.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. It wasn't screens. It wasn't silly, you know, tickle the defensive line's butt running across crossing routes. Chase was getting out there and, like you said, creative routes. We were using him creatively. His depth of target has to be 10 plus every game for me. I want that guy out there catching long balls. He caught the one. I think you're about to talk about another great player here, so I'll let you get to that.
Well, first I'm going to shout out John Cameron again. He says we're killing it with the tongue out emoji. He's the one that called us stars a couple weeks ago, and Ron's head has just
Yeah.
increasingly gotten bigger since
Yep.
that comment. I think he had to buy a bigger mask.
I did.
Um, And then Tony says this is going to be sick when T gets back. I think some people were on the internet talking about is Higgins coming back going to mess this up? No. Zim even made a good point. Shout out to Zim for sending me the shirt today. He said that 60 yards that Trenton Irwin got is going to be 100 when Higgins is back. So I don't
Oh,
think that that's going to change anything. And then Nick says the best number yesterday was 25, the number of carries that Joe Mixon had. And that is exactly where I was headed with our box score breakdown, which is presented by Whodai. That's WHODAI.com, a one stop shop for all Bengals content and AI stats. And here are the rushing stats: 25 carries for our man Joe Mixon, 81 yards on the ground, an average of 3.2, and a long run of 10. So, and then Burrow, actually, but we got to talk about it. Burrow, 4 rushes, 7 yards, average of 1.8. It doesn't matter that the numbers are low. It doesn't matter that the average is low. What it matters is Joe Burrow was comfortable enough to tuck the ball and run. And then 1 for 5 from Travion Williams. I think the Bengals do still have a gap in the RB2 area. I don't think Travion Williams has proven that he's that guy, especially when Burrow had to kind of rip his ass after not hearing a check to a run and not taking a handoff on a play that
yeah.
could have hurt Burrow. So we do have issues there. But every time I pull the graphic down, you got something else on your face. What are you doing?
What's the whole theme of the show? Joe Mixon, I'll be back, baby. I was
The
gone.
turn.
They weren't delivering me the ball, but that's okay because I'll be back. And he was back, dude, like Arnie, running the ball, getting carries, embarrassing the defense. It was gorgeous. Everybody's been saying run the ball. Everybody, dude. Joe Mixon's a talented running back. Give him the rock and let him embarrass defenses, dude. Rant over, but we got to do that. We established the run game, and then we were able to chuck the damn ball downfield and make sexy, sexy throws and catches of 60-plus yards, dude. That's what happens, Zach Taylor. I love you. You're my coach. We said this last game, I think. Last game we lost. You're our coach. But look what you did. Look what you did. You established the run game. They were worried about Mixon. They recognized Mixon as a threat. They had to cover his vector, so we were able to move the ball to these receivers and give Chase a 195-yard game.
Did you? I didn't know the Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator impression was coming either.
It's not a good one. It's not a good one, but it was there.
FRAV Films. I don't know exactly who that is. That's a newcomer. Chase is back on the case. Shout out to the old Tony Romo. I think that's a Paw Patrol reference.
Yes. Yep.
He says Zach clearly watches the show and took your advice. I think Zach Taylor admitted that he had a burner Twitter. He's already admitted it. I think Zach Taylor follows me from a burner, if I had to guess. Mike Yotto, what up, boys? Houday, how's it going, man? And yeah, Tony makes a great point here. Mixon with 25 carries equals sustained possessions for the Bengals, and that's exactly what it is. You give your defense a break, finally. And Jake wants more Tyler Boyd. I want a little bit more Tyler Boyd too, just because I think it's his last year in Cincinnati. So I want it to go out on a high note with some vintage Tyler Boyd plays. And wrapping up the box score breakdown, let's look at the defensive stats. I think there are some issues on the defense that need discussed, but we still got the graphic, and God knows what Rod's going to have on his face after this.
I have no more masks.
Jermaine Pratt, 10 total tackles, 3 solos, 2 tackles for loss, and 1 diving interception where I thought for sure he broke his collarbone, and then he came back in a few plays later, thankfully. Logan Wilson, 9 tackles, 4 solo, 2 tackles for a loss. Hilton, 4 tackles, 4 solo. DJ Turner, I'm going to go on a DJ Turner rant at some point in this show. 4 total tackles, 3 solo. He also had 2 passes defensed. Hendrickson, 4 tackles, 2 solo, 2.5 sacks from Blackout Trey, 1 tackle for loss. Then Hubbard, 3 tackles, 3 solo. Nick Scott, 3 tackles, 2 solo. DJ Reader, 3 tackles, 1 solo. Totals for the team, 51 tackles, 31 solo tackles, 3 sacks on the day. 3 tackles for loss, and then they came away with the 2 interceptions. The first interception was a big play by Cam Taylor-Britt after the Bengals did not convert from 4th and 1. And Joe Mixon coming up about an inch short of the goal line on that 4th and 1 play was the killer for my parlay. So shout out to the official sports betting partner of Drew Garrison, BetJack. I would say no free ads, but they do give me money and stuff. So shout out to them. I cooked up Bengals beats. I do it every week. I lost week 1. I lost week 2. I lost week 3. I lost week 4. They've been kicking the shit out of me. And
suck.
Yesterday, I've been bad. But yesterday was supposed to be my get back game.
Yeah.
And I had I think it was a 5-leg parlay. Tyler Boyd, 20 yards. Jamar Chase, 6 receptions, shit like that. All I needed was a Joe Mixon anytime touchdown, and he's an inch short of paying me like $130. So that sucks. But they get stuffed at the 1. I loved going for it. I don't know if I loved all of the play calls in that 4-down sequence, but that's okay. I'm never going to love everything. But you pin Joshua Dobbs and the Cardinals offense at the 1-yard line, and what happens right after? Cam Taylor-Britt, pick 6, first NFL touchdown, because you know what? Zach whipped his nuts out. He went for it on 4th and 1. You pin a backup quarterback, a career journeyman, back in the back of the end zone, and you force him to make a mistake, and Cam Taylor-Britt came away with it. So I was very, very happy to see that. So, defense, that has been the box score breakdown presented by Houday. That's WHODAI.com. If you're watching live, it's on the ticker going across the bottom of the screen. Now, let's talk about the defense, because I think that there were second half adjustments that Lou made that were better, but the run defense is still struggling. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was around 140 yards on the ground toward the end of the game as I was watching the box score. Can't have it.
With a backup, right? With a backup.
Yeah, and a lot of that is after James Conner left the game with injury. And
Yeah.
they're the sixth ranked. They entered the game as the sixth ranked rushing offense in the league. So they definitely they can run the ball successfully. They have a good scheme. They have good players. But the Bengals have to stop that. The
Yeah.
Bengals have to get that run defense down. And I don't know if you saw the same thing. I saw way too many just like shoulder tackles where they're trying to just put the shoulder into the hip and knock them down. And I hate to pull this card here, but I am a very, very successful Pee Wee football defensive coordinator. So
Oh,
I taught a lot of wrapping up and breaking down. We got to wrap up. Thank you for the golf clap. Yeah,
yeah.
shout out. Miamisburg will never forget me. Um, just too many guys not wrapping up and dragging guys to the ground was the
Yes.
biggest thing I saw.
Yeah. I saw it this game. I saw it in the Tennessee game. These are two games where arm tackles galore. It's just, it cannot happen, dude. And I was a defensive guy when I played. I'm not anything impressive. My wife calls me a specimen, but she's not here. It's just you and I talking right now, okay? So,
She
arm
legally has
tackle.
to say that.
Arm tackles are bullshit, dude. In the words of TJ Hushmanzada, man the fuck up. Do not let another grown man push you over like that, dude. These guys are tough. Jermaine Pratt was in there, 10 tackles? Are you kidding me? 10 tackles, Jermaine Pratt? Let's go. Man up, wrap up, grab jersey, and pull them down, dude. You got to be tougher than that. You just do. Otherwise, you're going to have running backs running all over you. And it's embarrassing, in my opinion. They're a great defense. I love them. I love Lou. We've got great key players. Trey Hendrickson back there getting the quarterback. CTB taking that ball to the end zone. Jermaine Pratt, I call clamps because typically he's grabbing onto the jersey. He's grabbing onto whatever he can and bring them down. Logan, he's one of the toughest sons of guns out there on that field, dude. Hubbard, all of them. All of them can do it. It's just sloppy right now and needs to be fixed.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better myself. Chad
Mm-hmm.
is popping off right now. Nick's asking if all of the plays were from shotgun. Oh, sorry, I clicked pork chops. What's up, you good looking motherfuckers? Who day? And then he said, Drew, did you fall down the well? I don't know what that means.
It's a good background, okay?
Oh, is that what this is?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I thought maybe I'm in a well or like a creepy, somebody's going to cut my body parts off basement. But Nick asked, were most of the plays out of shotgun? And that is, I think, referencing that goal line drive.
Yeah.
A lot of them were because Burrow just can't go under center quite yet.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that Zach is getting a lot of guff for run, run, run. And I'm gonna be the Zach apologist right now, and I'm gonna say I respect it. Okay, I respect it. I know we maybe could have run a little crosser in there, a slant, and gotten the ball in, but I respect the gall to say, hey, we're dominating you on the run game. I'm gonna do it 3 times. I think it was 3 times, and I'm gonna try to get it in. It was close. All right, Joe was right there. Mixon was right there. Was it in? The referee says no. Me on my little itty bitty tiny iPhone screen I was watching that I almost threw across the room here, but I didn't want to hit anybody. Yeah, looked like he might have been in. I don't know. I respect Taylor's call to try to shove it down their throats.
I would agree with you there. And then I got to do this for Jake. He asked, he says, show the people the titles and the trophies. And you
Hold
know
it up.
what? You got to get yourself one of these, boys. You got
Got a
one of these?
Lombardi?
You got one of these? Because I got one of these.
Read it.
2018 WJFC third grade Super Bowl champions.
He didn't even have to look at it, folks. That's how good of a champion he is. He memorizes his trophies.
Yeah, I got more. This is the only one I could grab at short notice. But yeah,
Yeah.
tell me I don't know ball, baby. Get yourself one of these. All right, we're going off the rails here a little
Okay, we're
bit.
good. I'm back.
Back to football.
What do you think of that, though? I mean, because he got a lot of you. Well, yeah, there's Victoria.
Jake.
What do you think? Goddamn comments are throwing us off. What do you think of that, though? That play calling? Because you said you got a little bit of an issue with it. I'm being an apologist, and I admit that, a homer apologist. What are your thoughts?
So when I look at that goal line possession, I would have probably thrown on second down.
Okay.
But at that point in the game, I think that Zach Taylor, what he was looking to do is kind of to your point. We were running the ball well. Things were moving. You've got to get that part of your offense going no matter what. So I think that he was going to just try to break their will, run the ball, force it down their throat, punch that in, and just take commanding lead of the game. So when it comes to, I think I would have gotten a little bit more creative with formations, but I'm a dumbass on the internet. I'm not an NFL
Yeah.
coach, so I
Yeah.
can't. I'm not gonna knock the guy too much. Maybe I would have done a couple things a little bit differently, but even after they didn't get it, I was live tweeting the game like I always do, and I said I don't care. Going for it was the right call.
I totally agree. 100%. You already alluded to it. What did it do? It pinned Joshua Dobbs and that Cardinals offense back at the 1, 2, 3. I don't remember. Who cares? Pinned them back and allowed us to get that play with Cam Taylor Britt and capitalize on it. Not only did we get an interception, we took it into the end zone and we turned a turnover into points, which honestly, it hasn't been a thing. You know what I mean? If we get a turnover, sometimes we go 3 and have to kick field goal. But we took it and we put it in the end zone and we turned it into points. And we came back and we did it again and we stole the game. We took the life from the Cardinals. And that was our MO last year and the year before. I mean, we would take the life out of teams in the second half. And we did it. We did it.
Yeah, that's when you started to step on their throat.
Yep.
And we got a comment from Mikey who says, bold prediction. Cincy and San Francisco keep winning till our matchup. So the Bengals got Seahawks next week and then a bye week. And then we beat Brock Purdy for his first L. I love it. I love it. Now, I don't see many weaknesses on San Francisco's team. They are fucking good. But let's ride the wave, baby. Let's be confident.
Yeah, yeah. I think that does San Fran play Cleveland this week? I don't know their schedule, but
San Fran does play Cleveland this week. Yeah,
so
I got a couple buddies that are big Browns fans.
That's going to be an interesting gauge, I think, for San Fran and us looking at them because we know how the Browns play football. So we're going to be able to look at that and dissect San Fran off of that game. I'm curious to see that one.
Absolutely. And Sir Boy's in the chat. Sir Boy, loyal chat member. We are back, Drew. Let's celebrate. I couldn't agree more. We're back, baby. We're back. Mike says Sir Boy Wonder is everywhere. He really is. You want to talk about somebody that's loyal to supporting Bengals content? It's Sir Boy right there.
Yeah.
And then Lord Behemoth 78. I don't recognize that name from previous shows. It's also a different play call when T is there.
That's a good call.
When he's back, it's more dynamic. I think that is very, very true. I think that if T. Higgins was in that game on that goal line drive, they're probably taking at least one shot there for him.
Yeah.
And do you think Bates and Bell gone is hurting more than we want to admit? From Mark, another loyal listener. I was going to have this conversation, so let's do it.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm ready for more Jordan Battle. I think I'm over Nick Scott.
Yeah.
I just think I am.
I tweeted it during the game. I didn't understand. I saw a shot of him, I think, standing on the sideline. Scott, that is. Not injured and Battle in the game. So I tweeted it out as he benched. And people were saying, yeah, maybe. But I think he came back in. I am ready for Battle as well. He's young. He's hungry. And he's able to make plays. Will he make some rookie mistakes? Yes.
100%.
Will you have to get upset at the play and go, what the hell's going on? Why is he in there? And then immediately get over it because he's a rookie and he's going to learn from it. And he's a stud and he's going to come back even better. Yes. Also, yes.
And I think that people are saying, well, there's times where Battle has made mistakes and looked a step slow or something. And that's fine. I've seen Nick Scott make bad plays and look a step slow too. We know what he is. He's established. He's been in the league. Jordan Battle is a rookie. I'd rather just grow with the rookie. If we're going to have issues from that position, grow with the rookie. Go with the guy that Nick Saban couldn't say enough good things about that started for 4 years, I think, at Bama. It's just a different – let's just get him in the rotation. And he played a lot more in the second half. I think that he got bumped in the second half above Scott. Not to cut you off.
No, you didn't. That's a cool way to put it. Grow with the rookie. I like that. Yeah, battle. If we're going to have growing pains, why not do it with the young guy, right? You get the old guy in there. Young guy's not learning. Why don't we teach the young guy, right? And honestly, Jordan Battle's got a pretty cool brother. So you get to see a lot of fun
cool
from Jalen.
I was talking to Jalen a good amount yesterday. Jalen's my guy. I like Jalen a lot.
Jalen's a good guy.
We still got to get him a Coney.
Yeah, exactly. I'm bugging him about getting on the show. He needs to come here. We're going to take him to lunch next time he's in town. It'll be a whole thing. So, yeah.
We got I think that's Tyler Bowles, if I'm not mistaken, from Twitter. He did his best Drew Garrison impression after the win yesterday. I took the trash out, and immediately after, people started taking it out after me. I established dominance in the trash game. Who day? Damn right you did, Tyler. And guess what? Tomorrow's trash day in my neighborhood, and as soon as I'm done with the show, I'm getting the cans out. I'm getting them down early, and I will have them back before anybody in my neighborhood, especially Dave. Catch your shit up, Dave. So yeah, little trash day talk. Gotta have it. And
new
do you want
segment?
to? Maybe.
New trash day talk? New segment? Spitballing.
Do you want to tell the people what we locked down today? Is it time to let the world know what we locked down today? So this comment here. Watch party.
Okay. Hey!
So for our people in the Dayton area, we are going to do a watch party / live show here in the Dayton area at the Slappin' Lizard Tap House in West Carrollton. If you're from the area, it used to be BW3's. This place is awesome. They've got pizza that's killer, dessert nachos, quit playing with me, and a whole wall of self-service beer taps. I'm talking like 40 plus beers on tap. You go up, you fill it up, you have a card. It tells you how much you can get half a beer if you want. It tells you how much you're going to spend as it's pouring. Really cool new spot. We're excited to be there. So the San Francisco game on the 29th, Ron and I will be there. We're going to do probably a pregame show, go live for halftime, and then a postgame show. And I think we might try to give some shit away. So people in the Dayton area, Slappin' Lizard Tap House, it is at 2082 South Alex Road in West Carrollton. It's a really, really cool spot. My buddy is helping get things off the ground there. So we look forward to hopefully meeting some of you guys that are in the Dayton area so we can watch the game together, have some fun, maybe give some stuff away. And I'm definitely going to eat way too much pizza.
Yeah, and I'll get a little silly and drink some of that beer wall beer. So it's going to be fun. We're going to try to do some kind of like giveaways and live show format. Our plan is to do a couple watch parties this season. More stuff to be announced later, but the Slappin' Lizard, did I say that right?
Slappin' Lizard. And Tony says, of course, you pick a place I've never heard of. It's pretty new. I think they've been open about 6 months, but I'm telling you, man, it's close to the house here. Like I said, my buddy works there. They're really cool people, really good food, lots of ice cold beer. You can just go up and pick whatever you want. So I know you're from the area. Try to stop by.
Yeah, you got to show the picture you sent me of the taps. I think people will see that and be like, "Oh, okay, let's go."
I don't have it on the computer. I wonder if I can make it look good enough from the phone because it is, dude. It's nice. And while I'm doing this,
you can tweet it. You don't have to show. If you can show it now, then you have much more talent than I do. So.
I wouldn't call it talent. I just click a bunch of buttons until shit kind of comes through. But we've got a picture here.
Oh, he's gonna.
It's just an entire wall of beer taps. Yeah, I
love it.
Pork Chop says it slaps.
I can see it. It slaps the lizard. I see it.
Just ice cold burr right there. So. Yeah, and after I do that, don't forget to like this stream. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on notifications so you know when we post our crazy shit. That's something I always forget to ask. I was reminded in the comments because that's how you keep me honest. Do
you unless you've got something else going, happen to have any sort of like really cool clips of maybe an offensive play that occurred during the game? I don't know.
Something that we probably should have played earlier.
Yeah, but
yeah,
roll that beautiful bean footage, Drew.
Dude, I was gonna say that when I was thinking about us on the show and playing stuff. I was gonna say it. No free ads for that company, but let's watch the play that sparked us all back up, got my nipples a little bit hard, and put the confidence back into all of Houday Nation.
On first down, Burrow with time, looking deep, looking for Chase. He's got it, and Jamar Chase on the deep ball for the touchdown.
Unbelievable.
He's got something else on his damn head.
Unbelievable. When I tell you, I watched that play and I saw Joe Burrow drop back. You weren't able to see Jamar yet, but I just knew finally Coach Taylor called a play that was going to utilize the absolute megaton weapon that Jamar Chase is. On the mic, Joe, I got something for you. I'm cooking it up, Joe, okay? Your helmet working? Your helmet mic confirmed. Yes, sir, it's working. Throw the damn ball down the field and let Mr. I'm always fucking open catch it and do his thing. God, it was so beautiful. What do you think of that play, Drew?
It was phenomenal, dude, and it felt so good because the first time this year, I was able to stand up. There's a big echo going on. For the first time this year, I was able to stand up. I was able to scream, "He's looking deep! He's looking deep! He's looking deep!" And it felt so good just to know that Burrow was dropping back. He had plenty of time, great protection. He was able to move back, plant off that calf, and just deliver a deep strike all the way down the field. I celebrated. I grabbed my beautiful daughter. We danced around the living room. We sang the Bengal growl. We bounced around. I yelled, "The deep ball's back! The deep ball's back!" I could not. I needed that like I needed air. There was never that threat this season. There was never the threat of them going over the top. He looked deep a couple times early in the year and they sailed out of bounds, but it was never something that really felt like it was just going to be there like it was last year. You could feel the energy shift with the team. And I was watching in my living room. I wasn't even there. But when the team sees Burrow able to escape like that, and the team sees Burrow take that shot, put the ball just beautifully in stride right in Chase's breadbasket as he's running to the end zone, was 1000% what we needed. It was the boost. And kind of like Burrow said in the post-game presser, this has sort of the feeling kind of like the New Orleans game last year when things started to turn the corner. The Bengals started slow last year. They went to New Orleans last year. Chase took over a game. All of a sudden, the Bengals offense starts rolling again, and it feels like they're back. So that is exactly what we needed, and it was so damn good. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to run it one more time.
On first down, Burrow with time, looking deep, looking for Chase. He's got it, and Jamar Chase on the deep ball for the touchdown.
I think I got my swagger back. God, that was good.
What a freaking play, man. Oh, my God. Unbelievable. Sorry about the echo there, folks. Had a little work interject with the stream here, but we're good. So, dude, not only was – I don't know what you said because I had to turn my phone off. So if I repeat, I apologize. Not only did he catch that, but that ball was placed so beautifully by Joe Burrow. I got my swagger back. You've said it twice. I'll say it a third time. I'll say it a fourth time. I'll say it a fifth time. We're back, baby. We had a great play called, a wonderful pass, and an even better catch by that wide receiver. Always fucking open, Jamar Chase.
I should have had the Shicey shades on after the clip. I got them. I should have put them on. They're not in the room. I didn't come prepared. I didn't have props. I didn't know we were doing props today, Ron.
I didn't either. I had no clue. I'm sorry.
But, dude, shout out to this comment. I waited till you came back to show up. We've got your mom in the chat.
Hey, I love my mom.
We love to see it.
Hi, Ron. It's Mom. Happy to see you. My mom's a great woman.
That's awesome.
And a great Bengals fan. I'm glad she's watching the show.
I am very glad to see that she's in there too. My dad texts because I had to show him how to watch it on his TV. He didn't have the comment thing down yet. We're getting there. I had to set up a whole new internet network for him yesterday. And that's always fun.
Mom, I love you.
She's back again. She saw it. She said, "Hey." She stayed in even though your face went off the screen. So
that's okay. I'm glad she's here, but Mom, I'm still going to say the F word. So if you don't want to hear it, mute it.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Will.
What else you got?
Mark says
comments. Go for it.
He loves the way that they moved Chase around yesterday. And yeah, we had said that earlier in the show, man. That is key. You have got to do that because that's going to get him open. It's going to get him mismatches. It's going to get the defense kind of confused, and maybe he can wheel out. Maybe he can, sneak by it. You have to do it. Your mom says it's okay if you say fuck, and she wants you to come home.
Fuck. Yeah.
Sirboy says this is a kid show. This is not a kid show.
No,
Unfortunately, it's not. Andrew said Blue Collar Bengals, a family program. Hey, it depends on how you raise your kids, all right? Maybe it is in your house. Maybe it's not in another house. I don't judge. It's your kid. Do what you want with them.
Look how he spelled that. This is a program, not a program. This is a program.
Program. Man, so that was great. And, there was a play where it just kind of felt like they really, really ended it last night. I think that we should probably move on to our Wallop of the Week presented by the Cincy Hat. Ron's got his, I got mine. We're always ready, always strapped.
Ooh, let me tell you, brother.
We got Arnold and Hulk Hogan in here today.
Let me tell you, brother. This hit right here, brother, Drew Garrison, was from one of your favorite players. And as you stated, the Wallop of the Week is brought to you by Cincy Hat, who does wonderful, wonderful things for adults with disabilities. And impression over, because my throat hurts. They do it with the village of
Marici,
a word I am trying to teach myself, okay? Drew, elaborate a little bit on what the village of Marici does, because it's so awesome.
I gotta compose myself here real quick because you were a sleep deprived human being, is what I think I'm seeing.
In case the people don't know, it's well past midnight where I'm at. I'm exhausted, but I love you people, so I hopped on the damn show. Talk about the village of Marici and tell me what you got, Drew.
The Village of Marici is in Indianapolis, Indiana, and what it does is they help provide homes for adults with developmental disabilities. They help them have a sense of independence. They get, if you saw the video that was posted actually by the Cincy Hat on Instagram, I think it was last night, the apartments they were in, man, they were nice, and they've been able to build a new building off of sales from the Cincy Hat and Cincy merch. And I don't know if I'm supposed to say this on air or not. Cincy beanies on the way. I don't know if that's inside information I wasn't supposed to say out loud, but man, they've got some cool stuff coming. They've got the shirts, they've got the polos, they've got the hats, they've got all the cool stuff, and there's even more coming. So if you want to get one of these cool hats or anything else, it's www.thecincyhat.com. And it is time for the Wallop of the Week. And this is just a play where it's, you know what? We beat your ass. We're getting ready to get up out of here. So let's drive you into the turf one time. And it comes from one of my favorite players. Hey, it's been a low Nick Scott program. Shout out to Nick Scott for starting the tackle, wrapping up, and then Logan Wilson just bam, get in the fucking turf. We took your lunch and we're leaving. I love it.
Look, again, not a particularly violent hit, but the way Logan Wilson finishes that tackle into the ground. Write home about it. Write home about it. Tell everybody.
Wallop.
Yep.
And we got Wallop comments everywhere, baby.
If I'm not mistaken, 55 is your boy, man. That's one of your players.
We are very, very big Logan Wilson fans in this house, man. And he almost came away with a pick yesterday, too. And he doesn't drop those much, man. He leads all linebackers with interceptions since he entered the league in 2020 with, I believe, 9. And he's just being a dude, man. And he got that contract, man. And some dudes chill after they get a contract. But no, because he is out for blood. Because you know what? He's a father. He's an expectant father. His wife's pregnant. And we mentioned, Victoria mentioned at the game that he's got like dad strength. And then Morgan, his awesome wife, posted that on Instagram, said dad strength. So something else is awakened in Logan Wilson. He's fatherly instinct. And I love it. But That play was just a final, just drive to the turf. We're going to put you on your ass. We came in here, we took whatever we wanted, and now we're heading back to the house.
Oh, yeah. You can have the first down. We'll gift that to you. But Logan, Big Dad energy, eat turf.
You're going to know I was there. So that was this week's Wallop of the Week presented by the Cincy Hat. Once again, www.thecincyhat.com. Cool hats, cool shirts, cool beanies, cool everything, and it goes to a very, very good cause. Shout out to our center, Ted Karras, and Matt is honestly the brains of the Cincy Hat. Big shout out to Matt Rennie. He is Ted, this was Ted's idea. Ted brought it to light. I'm not trying to minimize what Ted does, but Ted's also a professional football player, and Matt's behind the scenes keeping things humming. So shout out to them. Well, you know how our show goes. We're at the 45-minute mark. This is usually where things start going to shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you have any final thoughts before we get out of here and you can finally go to sleep out wherever the hell you are?
Yeah, my final thought here is look out, NFL. Look out. Okay. The 3 games that we decided to drop, we're giving you points. Okay, that's how this works. All right, we're giving you a head start, so when we catch up, you don't get to make any excuses. Okay, when we go on another 10-game run to play the big boys like the Chiefs, the Bills, and what appears to be the 49ers this year, I don't want to hear the crying. I don't want to hear the crying Browns fans. I don't want to hear the crying Steelers fans. And I sure as hell don't want to hear the crying Ravens fans. Okay? We're back. Tell them we're back. Get out of our way. Who day?
He put it out there perfectly, and I've been saying this for 2 years now, and I can finally say it again with confidence. I don't know what your team has. I got a 9 on me. I hope you do too. I cannot wait for next week back in Paycor Stadium, taking on the Seahawks, getting things right, get to 3-3 before the bye, rest up, go out there, and you never know. What can you do? Maybe you knock off the Niners and that's just a meteoric rise and we go on another ride. All I know is right now, Joe Burrow's fucking back. Jamar Chase is fucking back. The Bengals are fucking back. I cannot wait to just, oh no, I want another game tomorrow. I need another game now. I'm ready. I'm jacked up. I'm jacked to the tits, as Joey Votto would say. So before I get us kicked off YouTube, I'm going to end this with a who day.
Who day?